guys, so this is the first time making a voiceover, so please bear with me. I made this costume a while ago actually, but I didn't have the time to edit it, so I'm doing it now. I really like the show Arcane and Jinx was definitely one of my favorite characters, so I wanted to make her costume. And yeah, if you want to know how I made it, just keep watching, maybe it will be helpful. Okay, so let's start with the shoes. This is all I used for my shoes. I used my old Doc Martens because they were quite destroyed on the inside, not wearable anymore. So I went with them and altered them a bit. I started with just painting them black because they had like this dark navy bluish color and Jinx's are more of a black color. And so yeah, I just coated everything with like leather paint and let it dry. And I did make 2 coats just to make sure that the color really sticks. So yeah, because my shoes look a bit different, I used this fake leather fabric to make the flaps. And nothing fancy, I just basically cut like square pieces and I used hot glue gun to glue them on. And yeah, that's for that one. For the metal pieces that she has on her shoes, I just used this foam, like craft foam, and I put some like sticky rhinestones on top, and then all I did is just I painted it. Like one of them is like gray or like silver, so that's what you can see right now, and the other one is like this bronze copper, almost gold color. So I just gave everything a nice coat and then used some black and white to add some details, highlights, so it looks shiny and also like kind of cartoonish. I tried to go with the cartoonish style. I'm not sure if it worked, but that's what you can see here. And yeah, then I just added some pink shoelaces and added also these like fake metal hoops on the side of the flaps, and yeah, and I just used hot glue gun to glue everything together and it's still there. Now for the top I just used newspapers to make my own pattern, so it's hard to explain because everyone has a different size, but I just tried to recreate her top by like imitating the shapes. I also used this eyelet punch kit to make the 4 holes that she has in the top. And yeah, I then just transferred my newspaper pattern onto my black cotton fabric, cut everything out and sew it together. And then I used this kit to make these 4 holes, and then I used some regular white fabric and I glued it on the inside to make this cross detail and just added some paint to make it distressed. Also added some white paint here and there to make it look used and dirty. And yeah, this is how it turned out, and I also added the black belt around it. So let's talk about what she has on her arms. This is everything she has. So she has these 2 gloves. I basically just got these super simple black gloves from the Halloween section in my craft store, and I put them on and I marked when I want to cut away because her gloves are fingerless, so I had to cut away a piece and then I tucked it in and sew it together so it wouldn't fray, it wouldn't show, it would be a nice edge. And because her gloves, they're like not short, they go all up to her. One of them is longer than the other, so one of them goes all the way up above her elbow and the other one is a bit shorter. So I used some black leggings that I had, some old ones, and I cut them out, like cut them into pieces and then tried it on my arm, measured it and then sewed it back together, and then I glued, I did not glue it, I actually sewn everything together to make like these really long fingerless gloves. And then I also added these foam little diamond shapes and I basically just glued them on one of the gloves because she has that. Also on one of her arms she has like this arm warmer, not sure how to describe it, it's probably the wrong term, but I just used some purple fabric and I sewn into it too, and then I just started painting it. So I made these darker purple lines and then made these lighter purple lines along the side, and then just sewn everything together, looked if it fit, and that's basically it. I made it a bit bigger so I can just slide it on and off and it's really easy. So for the free belt that she has on her upper arm, I just used the fake leather fabric again, painted it dark brown, added some white details, and used this foam that I painted gold and just glued it on top and just made these little buttons, sew them on top so you can take it on and off. I did the same thing for the belt that she has around the top and also for the suspender belt that you can see here. And yeah, basically did the exact same thing. And for the pants, I basically followed a tutorial on YouTube. It's very hard to explain because I messed up, but that's what I did. I used this purple fabric again and I painted the details. And this is how the belt and the suspenders turn out, and all of the details you can see are actually made out of the foam, and I just painted it gold and added some details. Now let's talk about the wig. I actually used toilet paper rolls for like the metal details, like you can see here, and super easy. I painted them gold and I used hot glue gun to glue them onto the wig, and then I just used some black paint and white paint and just made these details so it looks more three-dimensional, and also to give it like this cartoonish look. I really tried to like recreate the look that they used in the show, and yeah, that's basically all I did. I bought the wig, so did not do much with that. Now when it comes to the gun that she has, I did the same thing. I used some cardboard, I used some toilet paper rolls, I cut everything, I put everything together with hot glue gun to create a shape, and then I also used the foam again to edit some smaller details and painted it. And this is how it turned out. I basically just used acrylic paint and some of the white fabric to glue on the edge. And yeah, this is pretty much it. This is how everything turned out. And yeah, I hope it kind of helped. Thank you for watching.